Welcome back to Mask Off Media. This is a podcast,
Yeah.
not OnlyFans. Have thought about OnlyFans though. Today we got a high desert artist.
Representative.
Goes by the name of YC4ThaRecord. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
YC for the
Absolutely.
record. Go ahead, introduce yourself, my man. Tell you what you about.
Man, it's YC for the record. You feel me? Coming out of I don't know. I guess I say all over the HD. To be honest with y'all, because I grew up like
Been everywhere?
I was born in Apple Valley, moved to Victorville, lived in Adelanto, been bounced around everywhere, Barstow, Lucerne Valley. So I've been everywhere. You feel me? So it's like,
Oh, shit. So you really rep the high desert then?
yeah, most definitely. That's why I tell everybody I'm a desert baby. You know, born and raised for sure. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I feel like, it's different out here for sure. It's different out here compared to a lot of like places when you go to like LA or San Diego and stuff. It's like I feel like we're almost like a melting pot of a lot of cultures mixed together.
Absolutely.
For sure, you feel me? I feel like we grasp a lot of things, whether it's from LA, the Bay, anywhere. I feel like but we also try to make it our own at the same time. You know? We try to and I can see where other places get mad though, because they're like, hey, y'all got that from us, but we're like,
Nah, we trying to
this
do
is
our own
desert
shit.
lingo. Like,
It's a
don't even try to
combination.
play with
It's
us.
a
Yeah,
combination
like-
of
So
things.
I'm trying to do a little study here, right?
Yeah.
So technically, we are IE, but
Uh-huh.
what do you consider like? Do you like separate HD and IE or?
I kind of, but not really though. I feel like we're still Inland Empire. You feel me? I feel like it's not right to separate us. Just 'cause
Not
I
like
feel
separate like on some
Yeah.
beef shit, but like
Nah.
when you say where you're from, do you say like, oh yeah, I'm IE area, or do you say like
Nah,
I'm
no,
HD?
okay, yeah. When people ask me where I'm from, I say I'm an HD artist for sure. Like, cause
sure.
I feel like when you say you're like not for everybody, but I feel like a lot of people when they're like I'm an IE artist, they're trying to dodge the question at that point. They're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm an IE rapper.
Well,
They don't want to say
yeah.
where they're from, or they just don't want to blatantly throw it out there. So I'm like, like they might, and some of it might just be politic wise. They're not trying to mix their politics with their music, because that could be a big problem. But other times I feel like it's just because they ashamed. You feel me? I feel like most people don't want to say, oh, I'm a high desert artist, or I'm from the HD. I'd rather it sounds cooler to be like, oh, I'm an LA artist or a San Diego artist where it's popping right now, or artists
Right.
are coming out of like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck, what?
Well, HD people, I think only HD people get it, because like everybody from the HD that I know and that I've asked this question says that, oh, HD, like I don't say IE, but people from IE consider us IE. They don't even really, I don't know, do they even really
I
consider
don't know.
it HD?
Fuck whoever.
Right, whoever ain't claiming the desert.
Well, no, it's just like I feel like the high desert is separate from Inland Empire. Just because, bro, it's like you said, when people ask where you're from, you're like, oh, the high desert.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna answer, oh yeah, I'm from the Inland Empire.
Never,
Like,
never.
you feel me? Like
Never.
you got to drive 30 miles to go get down to the next city that's in the Inland.
Yeah, and that's
I'm
also
saying?
another thing that people talk about is how different it is. Well, because it really is different. Like it's not like IE, because IE has their area like Rancho, Colton, Riverside, all that, but HD has their own little section, but not like trying to politic it. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I kind of want to touch back on what you said to start off. You said you moved all over the high desert. What was that?
You know,
you being a
also-
badass kid or what?
Nah, to be honest with you, so it's like, when you grow up, I don't know, like, if y'all have similar experiences, but it's like a lot of kids out here that I noticed too, it's like, we grow up with addicts for parents, you feel me? So it's like, being that my mom was an addict, growing up and not really, like, I was blindsided to it, though. I was sheltered from that. So, it's hard to notice it because I
Yeah.
didn't know what any of that was. I didn't know, so it was like, as I got older, I started to pick up on signs, started to figure. So it was like, and that's just typical things. Rent wasn't being paid. We getting eviction notices on our door at 3 a.m. We got to be out, you feel me? So it was like bouncing around was more so just trying to find a sturdy foundation to live, you feel me?
Absolutely,
With my
yeah.
mom, you feel me? So it was like, but as a little kid, I tried to keep the best outlook on it, though. I never tried to look at it negatively. So if we were sleeping in a car, to me, it was like, oh, we're camping.
But did you really understand as a kid, or was it? It was kind of
when
like
it came
that.
to the homelessness, I knew at that point that clearly it was something serious. 'Cause
Oh, okay,
we went
yeah.
from being in an apartment to now we're in a van.
But you knew, okay, so you knew like, okay, yeah, we are homeless. But did you understand the severity of being like homeless and what could eventually be?
Because I was still going to school every day. I was still, but it was a struggle at that point, though, because you have to figure it's like,
You're just trying to live your life. You're trying to make a livelihood.
yeah, and you don't want kids to know you're homeless.
Right.
You don't.
No,
'Cause
not at all.
It's like quick like that before you know it, the whole school knows.
Especially those little punk ass kids, bro.
Yeah, and then
You
it's
feel
like
me?
it sucks. You feel me? Because it's like being in like you're homeless, you don't always get to have the cleanest clothes or the nicest shit. You feel me? So it's
Exactly,
like kids
100%.
are really pull that on you though. You feel me? Or like my mom smokes cigarettes a lot too, so a lot of my clothes smell like cigarette smoke. We come there, kids would be like, "Oh, you fucking smell," and da da da. And I'm like, man, I look back at it now, like I shouldn't have let it hurt me so bad, but. You have to understand I'm a little kid and
Exactly.
I don't
Yeah.
understand these things. You feel me? I'm like, how is it my fault what I'm going through at this age? You
Well,
feel
shit,
me?
kids
So,
are
like,
truth tellers, bro. They don't fucking care.
don't,
They'll
you
tell it
feel
to
me?
you
But
straight.
like I feel like those situations help me to be able to understand certain situations now, like because I went through it at a younger age. I was able to understand like, and I realized it, and it helped me because now I'm like, man, shit's just crazy.
So how'd you like deal with that at a young age and kind of like
Um,
evolving into an older, more mature individual?
it was kind of
Well, has that
crazy.
made you a more mature individual? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
has
feel
that
like it
benefited you?
has, because I feel like, for the first part of my life after that, like because my pops came into my life when I was like 13. He was in and out of my life before that, you feel me? Because it was like he was on his own road, he was in and out of prison and stuff, you feel
Oh,
me? So it
gotcha.
was like, he tried his best, and it was like fucked up because my mom kept me from him a lot. It was like one of them relationships where if he wasn't with her, well then, oh, you can't see my kid. You can't see your kid.
Right.
You won't find him. So it was, and she used to brainwash me and telling me a lot of fucked up things about my dad that weren't true. So that way I wouldn't like him, type thing. So it was like once I got old enough to meet him, he broke everything down. He didn't lie to me about anything. And it was hurtful still because there was a lot of fucked up stories. You feel me? But it was like he broke it down and was like, I want you to know everything, so that way, like, you could make the judgment for yourself on who I am as a person, like,
Right.
and you could choose if you want me in your life, which he's still in my life, and he's probably one of the biggest mentors I have now because when he had me, I was so lost in my emotions because I didn't know how to express anything. Music was a part of my life, but it was like, when I first tried to show my mom I made music, she shut that shit down quick.
She was like, "Fuck no."
She was like, you ain't never gonna be shit. You're not gonna do
Oh,
nothing.
damn.
And I was like, and ever since that first song, my mom has never heard any of my music. And I got over like 40 songs at this point that she hasn't heard because I feel like at that point you shut down what I tried to show you as a comfort, what was helping me get through what I got through, and you shut that shit down. So I'm like, in my eyes, you don't deserve to hear this. And you don't deserve to hear what helps me get through
Yeah.
what I have to go through every day.
She didn't
Like,
understand
Giving
it.
you, yeah, but giving you a different perspective. Like, do you think because in that, how old your mom?
my mom's a believer right now. She's 43.
So okay, my dad's around the same age. So do you think in like that old head nature, because they don't understand, they result to like it's fucking dumb, it's stupid.
Sometimes I think that, you feel me, and sometimes I like to think that maybe it's just the drugs too. You feel me? That maybe because sometimes she'll be supportive and she'll try to like show people my music and she'll be like, yeah, my son raps. You feel me? But I'm like, sometimes I feel like she only uses that just to be like, look at my son, to show because my mom be in situations where she's in a room with people that are really no better of a situation than she is.
Yeah.
But at least she could be like, oh, well, look at my son.
But I think that's like a common thing with parents.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
not
course.
not
They
for the
always wanna
most
show
not
their
for the
kids
most
off.
part. Like I wouldn't say like all parents are like that, but
Yeah.
I know a few of my friends. Parents are the same way. It's like they're proud of what they created. Whether they might not like the music or not, or like the business that they're going into, but they're doing something.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And a lot of it is like worry too with parents. You know what I mean? Because again, they don't know if they don't understand something. They result to like a defensive nature. Like you know what I mean? Like no way that's gonna work. No way. Like you know what I mean?
they don't understand.
Because I know shit. My pops like that. Like what are you doing? Like why aren't you doing this? Like because back then it's like hard work pays off. You work through a company, you get security, you start a family type shit. You know what I mean? So innovative shit kind of scares them almost
Yeah.
when it's something new to them.
So let's talk about how you got into rapping a lot more serious because it started off as like a coping mechanism. But
Right,
what
yeah,
kind of like
course.
made you like actually want to pursue that?
So it was like at first
It's a
it was
great
like,
question.
man, because my mom had like found some shit that I wrote. It was like mad and shit because like I was shit talking.
That's how you got caught.
And so like, but later on, you feel me? I don't know. It's crazy because I used it as a coping mechanism, but I didn't really notice it at the time because I was really just shit talking, like, and just talking shit. But I realized it was like I was an angry child, so my anger was being let out by me talking shit on these beats because I was tearing them up. You feel me? And like that raw emotion was coming out, like, and I liked it. You feel me? I was like, man, like I felt like, I don't know. I never really ever had that, like when people tell you like you work for what's yours, you get that accomplished feeling, like, and I never really had felt that. But in the studio, I felt that once I was done. Once I make music, like I feel like I did something. I feel like it was worth my time. Like I feel like I used everything I had that was given to me to an advantage. So I was like, like, cool. I realized it was something that I needed to do, and then it was like. Then like not even recently, but past couple months, it's been like where I've tapped into my emotions to really like start working on different emotions, like to really try to like conquer them and bring it into music. So it's different now because it's like I went from just really trying to focus on my anger to when I realized like I couldn't make that type of music no more because I wasn't angry no more. I had nothing to be angry about. So it was like now I had to figure out like, all right, you can't stay in this certain predicament forever because I was starting to get angry and I was starting to get angry again, but it wasn't in the right way because it was like now I'm just like sticking myself to this one genre. I'm not bringing myself out of anything. It's just strictly like just rap.
That's a really mature way to look at it though. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to,
And so I was like, I need to expand out. At least I feel like, because, you're not going to get radio play with just shit talking.
Yeah.
They don't want a song that they have to bleep out half the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the radio and shit. They're going to be like, oh, yeah.
They don't want a song where it's like, blank. Like, they don't want that. Nah. So they're like, I feel like I had to make some other music too. And it's hard not to cuss in music in general. It's hard because it's just part of my vocabulary. But I try to lessen it and make different type of music that I feel like could get plays on different type of streaming and just touch other fan bases because not everybody's going to like. I know that if I stuck just shit talking music, I'm really only going to attract the young fans.
You're limiting yourself.
I'm only going to attract the 15, 16, 17-year-olds to my music because the older ones probably not going to like that shit. They're going to look at that and be like, and the older ones that do is because, and no disrespect, but it's usually the old heads trying to fit in with the young ones. So then it's like they fucking with
all disrespect. Yeah. All disrespect.
He said all disrespect.
I like the mentality.
Fuck it. Stop.
Of trying to understand the youth, but like when they try to like buddy and stuff, it's a little like. Just give me mentors. Just give me mentorship. Every day
in front of the high school with the young shit, so you got a problem for. You're like
they're like 35 years old.
Bro, you smacking the pack of Newports,
bringing them lunches.
Yeah,
and shit.
They rocking Nike tech suits and shit. Yeah, I'm like
smacking Newports and shit. Like
2005 Benz.
All right, talking about. Let me tell you something about.
You smoking the Newports or what, dog? He got the bag. But like, how old
my
are you?
boy's heavy on.
Okay, so you're not really like an old head.
Wait, you got the Newport and Swisher combo?
Nah, the Dutch combo.
Oh.
We always gotta say what a blunt.
Yeah, but I was gonna grill you if you had the Newports and Swishers.
Oh,
that was gonna be raps. Man.
You got a bad day coming up. You know, you're going to the liquor store.
I don't know, man. Hey, no wonder your fucking puff bars last forever.
Why?
You hit it like that.
Oh, I be puffing, yeah, but I don't be, trying to kill myself. You know what I mean?
Nah,
like,
get a good little rip. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a flavorful guy. I like to enjoy my shit.
I used to be to them motherfuckers for a cool minute, but I stopped. I can't even.
Yeah,
that's good.
I stopped.
But it's because it was like I still hit him though. Don't get me wrong. Like even him was like, I was like, you throw it to me, I hit it. Don't get me wrong. But it was like at first it's because like I would get high, I smoke weed, then I would hit it, and for some reason it make me feel way different. I'd be like, hey, I like this. But then after a while, I stopped doing that. It just started making me feel sick. I was like,
are you partaking? Well, I'm assuming you're not. But are you partaking in sober October?
So whoa.
I thought that was a thing he made up, bro.
No, bro, that's a thing.
If I was, I already failed.
See, I was.
We placed 100.
How long did you last? A day?
We placed $100 bet.
For real? I respect the honesty though.
But did you know you were even partaking in it?
Well, I checked the day and I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, but were you trying to stay sober?
Yeah, did you know?
Well, then you just didn't know it was October.
Well, we had a crispy blue Benji on the line.
Yeah.
And,
bro.
Also, I guess you could have counted it as not though. You could have.
Well, so he did it the first day, and I was like, okay, fine. Like you forgot, whatever. And then he's like, then he had a beer in his hand. I was like, bro, you still failed either way, because like overall, like for me personally, well, the bet was that it was overall, and we had like 2 exceptions because there's like a party that his brother was throwing. So
you failed it too.
No, I didn't feel nothing.
So you're still sober?
I'm still sober. Yeah, I haven't smoked.
Look,
weed
you feel me?
You drink or you just smoke? What do you do? You both?
I do everything, but
yeah. Coke, Molly, perks.
Like, that sounds scary though. That's like if someone threw some like black tar in the
horse tranquilizer.
Shit, oh my god, you gotta. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What about Viagra?
No, I've never done. I've
Seriously?
only done like Viagra.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather take.
You're
like
not getting no bitches.
Bro,
I'm just kidding.
I ain't gonna lie. What about a rhino? Rhino?
I'd do a rhino
Yeah,
for sure.
gas station, but you gotta get a rhino and a Red Bull.
Really?
You're trying to go crazy? Nah, you're supposed to get two
Really?
rhinos and a bang. And shotgun
two?
the bang. 2 rhinos and a bang. I'm telling you right now.
The rhino pills, right? They got like powder in them if you break them or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
so
never
just
had
snort that
one.
shit.
Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I almost snorted it before.
For real?
Yeah, because
You're
I
lying.
got
Your
it.
nose
Nah,
started bleeding.
hear me out. Hear me out.
You start fucking.
I go to the gas station, right? And it's my first time getting a rhino. And
Okay, no. Explain to us how this led up. Where you like, we about to fuck right now. I'm gonna go get a rhino
well, cause I had like a little trip plan up to Big Bear type shit.
with the girl,
You-
right?
With his girl.
You
right?
know
With
what?
your girlie.
Where, was the
I
trip
probably
with the
shouldn't be
girl,
saying
right?
any of this.
Why not?
Cause I know one of her family members.
Oh,
See
Well,
this
don't
shit?
say the name then. Don't say the name.
Bro, it's clear as day. Like, because I've been with her for 7 years.
Also, so you're with her still.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a past experience. See, oh,
Nah.
yeah, maybe not then.
Well, let
I
me
don't
just
want you to
describe
get in
what I
trouble.
did. I don't give
You'll
a
be
fuck.
sleeping on the
Look.
couch tonight.
Look,
Nah,
we're
nah.
adults. We adults.
We're adults. We're grown. We can talk about this shit. Basically, I was going on a trip, little vacation.
With
You
just
feel
her.
me?
Not her family, right?
We're getting down in the details.
This is the mask off show, my boy.
I just want to make sure you feel me, cause like,
Well, yes. It was just me and
We need
her.
the deets,
You feel me?
bro.
It was a vacation booked for me and her.
nice.
God damn it.
You did this to your fucking
So I'm
self.
getting wine. You feel me? I'm getting like shrimp, pasta, all this
You
shit to
get- you
cook
getting
and shit.
romantical.
Yeah. I get a rhino, and when I first open it, fool, it's like a thick plastic. And I'm like, what the fuck? This ain't like a regular pill. So I'm looking it up, like what to do, how to pop it. Because I didn't know if you were supposed to swallow the powder or
He's like, I'm gonna
whatever.
Drop this bitch in the Sprite,
I
right?
thought you just swallowed a pill.
Well, I didn't know. There's no instructions on the back. Because the plastic was thick as fuck. I'm like, bro, ain't no way this is good for my body.
Oh, the pill is like.
Yeah, the capsule
You know,
itself.
it looks like a metal on it or something.
Bro, and it's like a thick, bro. It's thicker than this bottle. And I'm like, bro, how is it gonna dissolve? You feel me? How is it gonna activate that rhino-ness? You feel me? Anyway, I ended up just opening it up and popping the powder. It worked.
Oh,
Just
all right.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta-
Just eliminated the plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you felt good not putting the plastic in your body.
I felt a lot better considering how thick it was.
I mean, the fact that you're putting something in you that's like making yourself fucking do something, like you're more worried about the plastic than the actual.
Yeah. I mean, even,
ingredients.
when I make like
Yeah,
a
you must feel like a piece of shit. Huh?
Did you at least chug a Red Bull?
fuck the turtles, bro. Fuck the turtles.
What you mean,
Nah,
fuck
a
the
bottle of
turtles?
wine will do.
I don't know. So I can say fuck the turtles, but then I feel like I'm going against my little kid in me, fool, because I watch Ninja Turtles, bro.
That's different
Fool.
because they fake.
That's true though, because like they say fuck rats, but I fuck with Splinter.
No, I'm whimsical in nature. You feel me? Like
You like nature? See, I like nature because I ain't gonna lie, I do mushrooms. I can't lie. to you.
yeah,
Take
that's
mushrooms.
good shit.
Fun,
Man.
spiritual.
On God.
Spiritual. Like people don't even understand. Like I don't know. I get a whole different. I be judging myself even off of mushrooms because I look at how I react to certain situations and I'm like, fool, you were being like really stubborn. Fool, like you need to.
You
stop
could have
that
done
shit.
better.
Like
you know
you could have
what I mean?
like fool. But then sometimes
You do
like,
them often or?
Nah, it's like every like couple months because I try not to
Yeah.
like I don't know because I've seen people that do it like every day and then their mind gets fried. And
Shout
Well,
out
they do.
stepdad Joe.
Shout out.
I'm
him.
like, yo, you feel me? Like
if you're gonna do it every day,
I don't want to be like
yeah.
Orlando Brown out here talking about shit like
Um,
Kanye's porn addiction and shit.
Yeah.
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 We here.
If you're gonna do it every day, you should just
Y'all
like.
should interview him though.
Who?
Bro, Orlando Brown. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
He's out here. He be out here in the HD.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
He be out here.
Probably tripping on
Just
shrooms in
gotta
the
catch him.
desert.
You just
you
gotta
feel
catch
me?
him at the right time.
That's that motherfucker digging through our trash?
He's the one that be wrestling the coyotes and
So
shit.
did
out
anyone
there.
watch That's So Raven or no?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me?
Right. I don't know because I feel like because how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. You,
20.
oh, okay, so same age, but it's not that big because I'm 17.
Oh yeah,
18,
you're
so
not
it's
far
like-
off. Yeah.
You 17?
17.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everybody thinks.
I thought you was like 4. Oh.
You thought I was 14?
Oh.
Damn.
Nah,
It's
just
all
fuck
right.
with you.
It's all right.
But you're 17 years old, so you still in high school?
I'm a
Damn.
junior.
You're a
Yeah,
junior?
I'm a
Oh,
I
so
got
you
held
just
back.
turned. Oh, I was like, so you just
Nah,
turned.
I
All
turned
right.
18 this year.
Well, we're going to have you sign a form to be on. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm like, no, my parents know. I'm like, they wait.
Yeah,
They
you
waiting
gotta
for
check
this to
in.
drop.
Nah, so what's that like being in high school? Pursuing a
I'm
rap
homeschooled.
career? Oh fuck.
So
Okay.
even if I blow up, I feel like I'm lucky because I won't have to deal with nobody. But I'm homeschooled because it's like, man, I'm an only child. I don't have no siblings. So it's like, when I go to school, I think it's playtime. I'm trying to socialize. I'm trying to do dumb shit. You know, I'm talking to females, all that shit. But it's like, I was never prioritizing that it was time to be there to work or that it was going to benefit me. You feel me? Like, because I've always been good. Like, I'm good with math when it comes to numbers. But, like, you asked me like a division problem off the top of my head.
Wait, so how did you get home? How did you get held back in homeschool? How does that work?
No, I didn't get held back in homeschool. I got held back in public school at 5th grade right here.
His
in
dad
Apple
was
Valley.
like, man, he's a dumbass.
Nah, because I was nah, the school was like, nah, this fool retarded, fool. But nah, because I went to Apple Valley right here. I went to Phoenix Academy, so it was like,
Wait, what?
I went to Phoenix Academy in Apple Valley.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, what?
Nah, it's a elementary school right here in Apple
Okay.
Valley and stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like 20 minutes away, to be honest with you. But I went there from preschool to 5th grade, so I got held back in 5th grade. But it's because that's when my homelessness began was in 5th grade. So they only had progress reports from half the year because I only went to school for half of my 5th grade year, and then I stopped going. I basically dropped out. You would say in 5th grade. So it was like they came to my mom and were like, "Look, this is his progress for the first like 6 months, but we can't show nothing for the other 6 months. We can't show if he got smarter or stupider." They're like, "So we gotta keep him."
Oh, damn.
That's a tough situation.
I was like, "Fuck,
But you was probably the smartest one in your grade.
maybe." You know what I mean? I don't know. I cheat on a lot of homework now.
Who
I got
doesn't?
Like,
If
I
you
got
ain't
like,
cheating,
I got
you
like
ain't
photo
trying.
math. I take photos of that shit. It tells me that.
I just
Yeah, photo math, bro. That shit's hard as fuck.
I hope my teacher don't watch this shit. Though.
I just had different. Oh yeah, I guess that can still affect you.
Feds is watching.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
you gotta
'cause
watch out.
My teacher, even it's weird when your teacher figures out you rapping. I can't even lie to you. That's a weird conversation to have. Like, cause I don't want to show him my music, cause
They just be asking you like, "Oh, you rap?"
he's like, "Oh, you rap?" He's like, "You should show me something."
You should ask them the same shit. Do you rap, bitch?
Bro, get on.
Fuck.
Nah, cause like my teacher, man, it's weird. You know, I feel like if you're a teacher, you gotta have social skills. Like you gotta be able to be socialized. Like socialize with kids. He has no social skills at all. So it's like I have to try to carry that conversation.
So he walked up to you and was like, "I heard you rap." Like
heard
on
you
some
rap.
weird shit.
that
or
type
what?
of voice. So
Hell
crazy
nah.
for it. Like he was like,
I'd be like, "Who you talking to?" Not me.
That's very nice.
Please stop.
see y'all are getting too on point with. I feel like I'm back at school right now. You know, I'm like, hey, because that's really how it be though. And I'm like, man, nah, we can't be doing all that. Like, I'm like, I can't even show you my music because I feel like it goes against school guidelines.
Bro,
like you're gonna report me or something. if I play
Freshman
this
year,
music
bro.
here.
Freshman year, this kid said he rapped, and the teacher's like, "Oh, can we play one of your songs?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, I don't even know what the teacher was thinking. Like, there's gonna be no cuss words. There's gonna be like Christian rap or something. So he put it on the radio, like on his stereo system in the classroom. And of course, he's like, "I eat that pussy." Like, I was like, bro, what was he thinking? Like,
Shout out to the
I
teacher.
said some shit like that in the song too. I can't even lie.
You should
But
make a
that
diss
make-
track
but,
about your
like,
teacher.
what else would you like? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
you're
know,
bound
for
to
the
say
right,
some.
For the right bag, I'll become a Christian rapper. Can't even lie.
Hey, I mean, a Christian.
Like if Bruce hit me and was like, "Look, I got this. Come sing some gospel music." I don't even know how to sing. But
There's
I'm
a
trying
lot
to
of-
pull it
give you
off.
your best shot right now?
Hey,
I can't.
there's a lot of money in religion, bro.
There is though. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not even trying to make it seem like I'm trying to profit off of that. Like,
Nah.
because then they're gonna
Nah.
try to make it seem like I'm a cult leader.
It's not
or
you,
something
it's
like
them.
that.
Cool.
A cult leader. So they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, this was just in it for the money." You know, you're trying to control people. Like, nah.
Bro, what you mean? But they be profiting too.
Nah, sometimes they don't get me wrong. I've seen a couple Christian rappers that be getting it, but I'm like,
I don't know a single Christian rapper.
nah. I can't name one off the top of my head to be honest with you, but I follow
Nah,
him
I
on
think-
Instagram.
nah,
So
there's a
shout
lot.
out to
There's a
whoever that is. You feel me?
I don't think there's a lot of money in Christian rap.
Nah.
I don't think so. Because you're limited to like certain, radio stations. You're limited to a very specific
But you
audience.
on radio stations.
Man.
But it's like, bro, you could literally call them up and be like, play my song. They'll play your song type shit.
For real?
Yeah.
What radio station?
991,
So you telling me all I
102.3.
have to do is call them? And tell
Maybe
them
not
to play it?
991, 102.3 does it.
96.9 is the high desert radio.
So
So
play it.
I'm
Okay,
sure.
so
it'd be
how
like,
do y'all feel about? All right, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I say the N word in my music.
Oh,
How
you cancel.
How,
Nah,
how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't
about
think I
artists?
can have an opinion on that.
Why?
Well,
Are you biased against it?
No, I'm
No,
just
just-
white.
look at
But no, but I feel like you still, cause you know, like some white people are against it. They don't like it when other white people say it. Or,
Well, here's my thing.
or they don't like it when white or Mexican artists use it in their music.
Well, no, see, so here's my thing. One, stop being racist. Everyone. There's no
course.
purpose of race. You know what I'm saying?
Racism.
Bro,
If,
just
let me
stop
tell
saying
you, if you cut my neck off, is the inside of my neck gonna look the same as someone else's neck?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What the fuck? You feel
That's
me?
the truth. You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like people shouldn't be so stuck up either because it's like they want to fight that freedom of speech for music. Well, then why is it a double standard that we can't say whatever the fuck we want, but y'all can say whatever?
I think
the
if
fuck
people
they
just
want?
stop seeing it in a color base, you know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
see it as that. I see it as where I grew up. It was accepted whether no matter what color you were because you grew up around that, and I was just the
Yeah.
vocabulary that was there.
Yeah. I just stick to myself.
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel that. I like that though. You like you just
overall,
like it's like fuck what everybody.
Well, I
else
just feel
says.
like we can't really speak on it
yeah.
too much.
Overall, like we can't really say it. Well, personally, I can't say much because it's like
We can't say if
not
it's
up to
okay
me.
or not.
Yeah, it's
you feel
not
me?
up to me.
I don't care if anyone says it. Clearly, if it's in
I
a
guess
like,
that was more so my question. Like, does it bother y'all?
No,
it bothers
It's
me.
not up
It
to
bothers me when it's used as a racial slur.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Nah, see, no, my
Yeah.
music's not racist.
No. Which is what I don't have an issue with.
Yeah.
You feel me? But when people are actually using it as a genuine
Right.
racial term, you could tell first and foremost.
for sure.
You could tell when they're
Yeah,
trying to,
yeah.
you know.
You gotta add 2 extra layers.
You kind of
Yeah,
tell.
well-
you kind of tell by the accent too. You feel me?
That's
Like-
true though. Like I don't know.
they can say it casually, but you know. in that
Nah,
accent.
I just think that one, we can't really have an opinion on that. Two, racism, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you if you're racist?
That's the truth though, because at the end of the day, it's like, man,
Like seriously, right? Like how can you? How does it make you don't even know the person? You're literally looking at them like, I hate that person. Literally
For
based
what?
off their skin color. Please
Simple-
tell me how that makes
simple-minded.
sense.
It's simple-minded. But
oh no, I can't say.
I don't
you
even
can't
think
hate
it's
nobody,
simple
but
minded.
you
I just think
can't-
you're a fucking idiot
it's
if you're
Neanderthal
racist.
thinking. It's simple-minded. You're literally.
Are those
how
the
can you-
gorillas?
No,
The
Neanderthals are like the first humans.
the cavemen.
yeah.
That's
said-
what I'm talking about.
So-
See, caveman. You know, when y'all say caveman, I think of Land of the Lost. Chaka.
That's hard.
For real though.
That's hard.
But I wanted to ask though, like, so man, like, is there any like you know how like for me, like if y'all were to ask me like who would I like dream to have a feature with type thing, I feel like I want to ask y'all like who's like a big interview that y'all want to score, like to have.
Oh, okay. Reverse the
Oh,
role. Okay.
damn, I kinda
That's
like this.
interesting. Yeah.
Let's hear yours.
Who I would want to interview? It has to be artists. Or
No,
does it
no, it
really
could be
Man,
matter?
it could be anybody. Like,
Damn, that's a great one. Well, one is my favorite comedian is Theo Von because he just be saying the most.
Bro, but he's gonna be dissing us the whole time. I'm not
That's true,
trying to
though. He's
sit up
probably
here on
gonna
our
get
show
y'all heads the
fucking.
whole time.
It's so funny
It is
though.
funny, though.
It's
Like
so
you said.
funny though. You know
That's
him?
tough.
Oh my.
I watch a lot of his compilations and just
Dude, he just be
random
saying the
shit he
most
says.
random shit, bro. It's like,
It would be a very like a spontaneous interview for sure. Y'all,
Bro, but
y'all
it's
would not
so-
be able to have a grasp on it because he's gonna take it every different direction.
bro, but it's so good. It's like I love that shit. Like he's just like, his mind is so fucking funny. Like, but his story is really good too. His
It is,
if you
though.
heard his story,
Yeah.
his story is really good. But
I've never heard of him.
he's not really like an A tier celebrity though. That's the thing.
Damn.
He's not like an A tier comedian.
I'm not really into
So
like.
comedian. So what about an artist?
Artist.
Ooh.
You know, that's a really good
And it
question.
could be dead or alive if you want to.
Oh, that's
Oh,
easy then.
current.
That
Or
that
it could be
simplifies
current.
it.
I would rather it be kind of current.
Give both.
Yeah.
Come on, top of the head.
Damn, I don't even know. I don't really have one off the top of my head because I'm really about the interest. Like, how do they talk? Like,
I
you know
don't
what I
know.
mean? Like,
I'm really interested. If we're speaking dead, I'm really
Uh.
interested in the interview with Nip. I think a lot
That-
of good
yeah,
content
that's a
could
great
come out
one.
of that. Not even for content reasons. Him as an individual. You feel me?
Because that fool, when he speaks, it's like he's really not. He's not just talking out his ass. Like
He's
really,
very wise to me.
He's really trying to paint a
Yeah.
picture, like
Yeah.
for y'all to vividly understand what he's trying to get through.
Yeah.
Now I might sound biased. Now if we're talking like as this generation, like dead rappers, if I was able to talk to anybody, it'd be
Draco.
for sure.
On God.
I would like even if it was just for 5 minutes, for just to be able to like talk and understand, like just like a mindset of where he was coming from and looked at things,
Right.
it'd be like dope.
yeah, I think the Nipsey one's really good because he had a really good vision, and I love to hear. I mean, man, the documentary he was getting into, that is really interesting to hear about. Like, just his mindset, how he even got into that, because he had really good visions. He was a people person, other than just being an artist.
Alive, I'm saying it's between like 4 people.
All right,
It's
Name-
Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z.
That's crazy right there. Those are all like.
And
top
and if
tier,
I'm
though.
picking one, like if I only have one other option, I'm choosing Eminem.
For real?
Oh yeah.
Just because it's story, you
So
know
what
what I
do you
mean?
where do you think that interview would go, Tyler? Would you ask him like, cause I'm one of them people.
I'd ask him to rap like rhyme with orange or some shit.
again just to see
Again.
make him angry.
Yeah. I know
I
you
Well,
can't
with
rap.
me, I'm very biased, I guess, and you could probably hate me for it because I'm like, I love Eminem's old shit. I loved when he was sick in the head.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about
When
killing
he
his
was on
wife
drugs,
every
he was
song, bro.
amazing.
And it sucks. I guess it's because we don't get that anymore. And I
Nah.
understand he has an image now, and he has a lot to lose if he were to ever go back. To
Exactly.
that. But it sucks because it's almost like how people were like, we want the old Draco, we want that fucking flu flamming Draco, we don't want that. But then even the new Draco was still killing shit.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so-
Yeah, I think Eminem for sure. I would love
Yeah.
to sit down with Eminem, bro.
I think that is dope. You know, like I think that would be a cool.
What about yours
conversation.
alive?
Live, that'd be hard because I feel like there's so many artists I would just like to talk to because I feel like a lot of them they seem cool, but then again I don't really know though, like because you don't really know how someone is until you're in the room with them,
Right.
like and you see like so I'm like I said, like I thought Peso was gonna be a lot more like talkative, but like I said that fool don't really stop. He just runs around everywhere. He
Right.
doesn't really, and I understand that's a fast lifestyle. You don't really have time to really stop and socialize like that. But I don't know. To be honest with you, it would have to be like Lil Baby probably. I probably
Yeah.
wanna talk to Lil
See,
Baby.
for me-
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
hard to
why.
have a conversation.
Yeah.
It would be hard, but I feel like he has some like he would lay some type of knowledge down.
Well, if you want knowledge, you should go to Young Thug.
See,
Bro,
Thug, but
that
he
would
locked
be
up,
really
though.
good.
It'd be hard. I mean, I
Yeah.
could talk to him through the phone. That'd be like, hey, what's up? You feel me? We can't really
Hey,
talk
yeah,
about much,
yeah.
right?
Bro,
But I'm not a huge Thug fan either because I'm like one of the people. I'm like it's hard to understand him. a lot of
Man.
times.
but I think that's what.
But I don't discredit that he has bangers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he still does for how he delivers his shit. He still makes it.
Well,
slap.
even the songs that don't go like radio or aren't played as mainstream,
Super,
bro.
but it's
Oh my
still
god,
like-
it's so good. It's poetry
But my thing is, I'm not in the interest of the music that they make. I'm in the interest of who they are
As
an
Like,
individual.
That's why it's hard for me to figure
I
out.
feel like
who.
I want to interview T Grizzly too. I want to ask him about his
Shit, all the shit he's been
little
through.
Kansas,
Yeah,
little jewelry
robbing
heist,
Michigan State
you
and shit
feel
like
me?
that. You know what
That
I mean?
type.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
And I just
Oh,
want to
God.
ask him about how everything is, like the RP, because it doesn't seem like he gave up on rapping, but he definitely seems like he's comfortable.
GTA.
GTA.
Oh,
And
GTA RP,
have
okay.
y'all been peeping the storytelling raps he's been dropping?
Nah.
He's been on a whole nother, like not like Jock and King Von's tip, but he has it's like a new EP. I guess he's gonna come called the Ghetto Chronicles or something.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
kind of hard.
And it's storytelling though, like, and he's telling stories, like, and it's hard. Like, there's one called
That's
like
hard
Jay
as
and
fuck.
Juan or something. It's hard. I fucks with it because I'm like, I'm like he brings out Detroit style, but it's like telling a story throughout it. It's like it's dope when you can paint a picture vividly with your music. And
That's the best type of music.
Yeah.
because you get them hooked immediately.
That's why old Eminem was so fucking good, bro.
Because I fool, man, that Bonnie and Clyde, bro, that song off of the Marshall Mathers LP,
Bro,
man, talking about
even
taking up-
Stan.
Stan
all of
too,
it.
man.
Because with that, you could literally paint
I like
the whole story.
I said a bar in one of my songs, so I was like, he offending his feelings, call that nigga Stan or some shit. Like that.
That's crazy because my 6th grade promotion speech, everyone had to write one, and I put Eminem's quote like at the last, like on the walking out. It was about curtain call and shit like that. And I didn't get picked. I was like, "Fuck you guys."
Because whoever picked it must have not been a music head.
On
If
God.
they was tapped in.
They just
chose
must
that
have not
shit.
been like cool at all. To be
I
honest.
feel like
Well,
I feel like I have to agree for the Wayne interview though.
Wayne would be crazy.
that would be.
I'd have
perfect.
to ask like, cause I watched him.
Like,
for
how the
She
fuck did you
Will.
shoot yourself?
That?
Well,
and
just being a New Orleans baby. New Orleans is crazy.
I want to
what
know
mean?
how you freestyled most of them verses that got the best punchlines in the world.
Oh.
Like the She.
You
Will
know, he
verse.
don't even like. He be forgetting the shit he be saying.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
Yeah, there was an interview and they quoted it. He was like, "Who said that?" They were like, "You." He was like, "Oh, okay."
Like, how you gonna say
Damn,
only
no,
real
no.
G's move in silence like lasagna? I'm like, how you gonna say something?
And you know what's crazy? If someone were to came out and spit the same shit he was spitting, it wouldn't blow up.
It wouldn't.
Cause it's almost like you look back at it now, like it's clever as fuck, but some of them are a little cringy.
So,
Like,
what do you classify Drake as, a rapper or R&B artist?
I classify Drake as the greatest artist of all time.
For real?
Yeah,
Not of
So
all
you feel like
time.
he carried the torch for Wayne properly?
absolutely.
'Cause you know
I don't
Wayne-
think nobody could have done it
Yeah.
better.
But
He
you-
surpassed
but
Lil
would you-
Wayne.
Would you admit that Wayne created him?
Absolutely.
He
Yeah.
was
The same way
starter.
Young
The whole-
Thug created Baby and Gunna.
The
That's
whole
true,
young
but I
Young
feel
Money
like
group.
Gunna was just. I feel, and then you could hate me for this. I feel like Gunna's holding on to Lil Baby's leg though.
Oh, he
I
is.
see
Oh, yeah.
it.
Well, in
If Drip Too Hard didn't blow up like it did, Gunna
Nah,
would not be the artist
no,
he is right
I
now.
agree with you.
And that's it. Well, he would not be anywhere, and then his albums wouldn't have did what they did afterwards. Lil Baby really and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like people when they hate that another artist put another artist on, that's not bad because when artists are in that position, they get mad when the other artist doesn't put them on. But it's like you're hating when they do.
So here's my
Because
thing.
It's not you.
Here's my thing about Drake. He already dominated the genre he's in, whether it be rap or R&B. He dominated it.
Dominated them both, and he did it in a way of mixing them together and creating his
Yes.
own
Yeah.
style.
Yes.
Exactly.
So if
Exactly.
he was capable of doing that, sounding good on every single, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Every single song he sounds good on.
So you're gonna say that every Drake song is a slap?
Not a slap,
No.
but I'm saying the engineering is for the most part is good. His vocals sound amazing. My biggest thing with Drake is his beat selection.
Okay.
His lack of beat selection is absolutely terrible.
The lack of
Because it's a
diversity,
very
you mean,
repetitive?
type of thing.
Not in diversity.
I
He's
think it
very
is in
diverse when it comes to his
It is,
beats.
but it's very spacious beats. I feel like, for sure.
Absolutely. But that's the type of shit he, dominates in. But in his early career, he wasn't on that type of shit. He was on the shit Lil Wayne was
I
on,
missed that.
which is faster,
Yeah.
shit talking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he evolved into this top tier artist.
How you feel about the Staying Alive?
I think it's hard. It's sampling. You feel me? That the only way you can get away with that is if you're one of the greats.
So how you feel about people because they say that Drake bought Michael Jackson's masters?
No, vice versa.
What do you mean?
Michael Jackson bought Drake's masters.
Because people like to say
No.
that Drake bought.
It was a
Michael
different
Jackson's
artist. It was
masters.
Eminem.
Because people like
Yeah,
to say
what
that
the
he
fuck
bought.
are we talking about? Michael Jackson
no.
was way before Drake.
No, I know. Michael
but they say
Jackson.
that there was a conspiracy theory. That
There's
they
no
say
way. He couldn't-
That he bought it, and that's how where he gets a lot of his cadences from.
No,
to be
there's
able to
no
make these
way.
hits.
You know how much money his catalog would cost?
But you act like Drake ain't sitting.
It doesn't matter. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions.
I feel it.
I'm talking damn near
Nah,
a billion.
yeah, I
For
feel
Michael
that.
Jackson's catalog, that'd be ridiculous. There's no way.
Yeah.
Because Michael Jackson bought Eminem's catalog. Because they was beefing and shit
Who,
like that.
Who dissed Drake? Who was that again? I forgot his name. And I
Meek
feel
Mill?
Like, nah, other one.
Kanye did.
Not talking about when he exposed his kid. What's his name?
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know.
I forgot his name.
Oh
with
my
the
God!
braids, with the braids.
Not. I was gonna say T-Pain. It's fucking.
Nah.
God damn it! I really like
Pusha
him.
T?
Pusha T.
There we
Pusha
go.
T.
So who do you think won between that? Because Drake did respond.
I mean Drake.
I
Here's
don't
my
know,
thing.
Bro.
You-
He exposed the kid.
Nah,
but that's the thing.
That's what Pusha
How
T
is
went
that
in
hard
on
though?
his
How
ass.
is that hard? Oh, you have a kid, huh?
Well, not when you're
Like,
talking
bro,
about
what?
like, but it's still just a simple fact that he was ripping into the fact that it's like, fool, you lied to your fans.
Yeah, well,
Hit
that's
this
breaking
one,
That's
news.
not even-
That's breaking news. What are we talking about?
And the
That's
fact that he
breaking
was beefing
news.
with Kanye, and it showed that Kanye told Pusha T, which.
But
caused
here's
some
yeah. But here's my
controversy.
thing, bro. As a diss track, if you're making a diss track, bro, there's one of two things. One, you hate that person because they were talking shit or because you guys have an issue, or two, it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
That diss track by Pusha T was ass. There's no what's so good about it. You feel me?
The only thing good about it was exposing. that
Yeah, we
he had a
found
kid.
out Drake
I
had a
think that,
kid.
and I
So
think it
what?
was the
That's
fact
not a
that he-
so what thing though.
It's not.
You're
But
talking
it's
about.
like-
You're talking about.
It's
you
a so
just
what
said it
thing
yourself.
now
You said it
because he's
yourself.
okay. It would have
You
been
said
at the
it.
time. Even Drake was tripping because
You said it yourself though. He's one of the greatest rappers of our era, and the fact that he got exposed for that, nobody knew. Nobody would have even guessed that he had. I mean, he's never been with a
But
female
that's my
like that.
point. How could that be a validated diss track based on something that Drake wanted to keep to himself until
Because
he
he
wanted to?
exposed it.
That's
Exactly
not like a diss
why.
track to
But
me,
I feel
though.
like it's the same thing though because it could have been like Pusha T fucking Drake's baby mama, but Drake didn't want the public to find out. But here's Pusha T dropping this.
Now that would be completely different. You just fucked his baby mama. That's hard. You're talking about some shit that
But him
actually
exposing
happened.
that he was hiding the kid because he didn't.
Because
know
it's
if
like,
his
what?
kids-
Let me tell you something. If
But
I
that's kind of still a diss because it's like nigga,
Not
you was
really.
scared for the
Yes,
public
it-
to find
bro,
out
but
because
that's
your
Let me
bitch.
ask you something.
Because
Look,
Drake
that's
was really scared to
groundbreaking.
for it to
Man.
figure out.
what y'all think about this shit?
But that's
some
ground-
bullshit.
Everybody talks about fucking each other's bitches, bro. Everybody talks about
But
it.
how many of them? If it's a diss track, usually all the shit they're saying is true.
Right.
There's a lot of truth behind diss
Yeah.
tracks. You can't just say that in a diss track. You'll be called out like left and right. You feel me?
That's true.
So if he's actually saying that on a diss track, it had to have happened. And if he didn't, guess what? He's fraud. Point blank. Period.
But I feel
But
like
how
Drake,
many of us would actually know that's true?
I feel
You
like
just
Drake was
know.
scared. Though. I
You
feel
don't
like,
just know.
Yes,
though.
you do.
No, you don't.
in a diss track, in a rap diss track, compare literally. You go back to anything. So whether it's Eminem or Mariah Carey, Drake
you
and Meek
mean?
Mill.
Tupac and Biggie.
all their shit they were talking was real.
Like Tupac really fucked Biggie's wife.
Oh, man.
And they were
That is
talking about
crazy.
real shit, bro.
Yeah.
For you to, that's what I'm saying though. You have to believe it until it says otherwise.
Okay, but think about it like this. So Pusha T knew that Drake was scared for the kid to come out, not because it could be his kid, but for the simple fact that it could not be his kid, meaning that his bitch fucked another nigga. I feel like that's the way Pusha T was looking at it.
But I feel like, all right, so for example, if I had a kid coming and I know it was mine and he says something about it and like he's like, oh, I know you're having a kid.
The kid was already out.
Disrespected
That's the
me.
different part. The kid was already alive.
That's what I'm saying,
Drake was
though.
hiding the kid for like 2 years prior.
No.
Huh?
It was a shorter span.
Shorter?
Yeah.
The
yeah.
kid is barely
like 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
For
Younger.
real? Oh,
Yeah.
See, they made it sound like it was long.
No.
I think I don't. Yeah, he was very young. The baby was just out. I mean, it's still a baby.
And literally
is,
Drake,
now it's like-
you know,
it's a year
Drake
now or
dropped
something.
so the album Scorpion.
Yeah.
There's a song in there, March 14th, and he talked about his kid and basically didn't really approach the diss track, but basically said like, I wasn't hiding the world from you, I was hiding you from the world, and basically put that in his song.
Right.
So it's
But
just
that's
like
how much of a diss it is that he has to explain that now. He didn't ever.
no,
that
the
would've-
song was dedicated towards his
Not because he
kid.
did have a
I
whole
know-
other song. I can't
I know,
forget
but that's
it's
what I
called,
mean. The
but
fact
he did
that-
diss back.
The fact that was that before the diss? Or after Scorpion was after the diss, right?
Scorpion was after, I believe.
So that's what I mean. That's the fact that he had to now explain to the world.
What about
Because he's
Drake?
explaining to the world by that.
I just don't see it as a just because he said that. I don't think that's a hard diss track. That's like my main point.
The
I don't
diss track
think-
overall is not that hard, but that diss in itself is really hard because that's groundbreaking.
I don't
news.
think it's hard. He had Drake and Kanye. He had someone else give him information, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this." He didn't even find out himself.
But what
Kanye
about-
Bro,
told
is that a
him.
world tour or is that your girls tour? Like that's like the same thing almost.
No,
Yeah.
because he's dissing Meek Mill for dick riding Nicki
But
Minaj.
wouldn't you just say the same thing for Drake? Because like even in Certified Lover Boy and everything, he was subliminally dissing Kanye. Even after he said the last songs, he was done talking about Kanye, and he was still like 7 a.m. on Brindle Path or whatever was a complete diss towards Kanye
But that's the thing. When you look at it, one, it's not a diss track. So
because he's subliminally doing it now. He doesn't want to
Exactly.
send straight shots. He's talking about little shit that it's like if you actually study hip hop, you know the situations, you know what he's talking about. And if you don't, then it's
and
it's-
that's
it's-
why I still think
'cause
that
it's a
Drake
if you
won the
know,
diss
you
track.
know type of situation.
Well, yeah, overall Drake won the diss track.
That's what I'm-
But
like-
that diss is very hard. That's like one of the hardest disses against Drake.
That's
Maybe
what
a
we're trying to
line.
say.
Because even Meek
I'm
Mill's
not saying
disses
that
were hard.
song is a great diss. I'm saying that
But
diss
it's
in
like
itself.
at the end of the day, man, Meek is like, I fuck with Meek.
Meek is a
heavy.
cold man.
But it's like going against Drake is like because they had that song already, right? He dissed them before or after that song together.
Rico?
Going Bad, right?
Going Bad was years later.
Years later.
So the first song they did together
Oh.
after the diss track was Rico.
Oh, dang.
Shit.
So Rico was done in 2016, I believe. Sorry, Rico dropped before the diss tracks, I believe, and then they started beefing, and then the beef went on for years, and they dropped Going Bad out of nowhere, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck
Well,
happened?
I thought he showed
it
up on
was a
stage with
banger.
him one time, and then he was repping his shirt, and then they dropped that.
Well, no, I
think
didn't,
that
I
was
didn't know
like the
that,
ripple
but I'm
effect.
saying for them to actually work together again and drop a song out of years of fucking just
Yeah.
dissing, you feel me? But I kind of feel like the Meek and Drake were kind of like a publicity stunt.
Probably.
How'd y'all feel about the P&B situation?
Oh, damn. That's wild, man.
RIP, respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully. I just think that's crazy how people, because they came out, like LAPD came out with like
Yeah.
kind of like what happened. and stuff.
Did you see his live video earlier on that day? Like,
Yeah.
Somebody told him, fool, like he was on the live, fool. Now fool was like, "Why?" She's like, "I'm gonna have somebody come take that shit off your neck." Fool. Now fool was like, "Have him come do it." Oh boy was like, "I'm gonna make you eat that." Fool, and ended off the live, and I was like, "Fool, that's." Motherfuckers don't really think about the repercussions of saying what you say on the internet.
Not
fool.
only
Like,
that, but like you can't let no people where you're at or going.
and don't get me wrong, everybody hated on the Ina for that shit for posting that
Yeah.
shit.
Well, and it's like my thing is this, bro. You make it to that level, right? Y'all are never gonna know where I'm at. If you guys do, guess what? You guys will be 8 hours late because I'm posting
Yeah,
that shit
then
when
I'm
I'm gone.
out.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes. I don't ever, and it's not even on no bitch shit, but I don't ever post my location.
No, it's
until
not on
I'm
no bitch
leaving.
shit. Why would I let you guys know where I'm at?
Fuck no.
You
know what I'm saying?
Because
Where
if
I'm
you-
sitting, I'm
because
gonna sit
if
and
you
duck.
truly my enemy, you should already know where I'm at to come find
Well, it don't
me.
even have to be enemy based. I mean, your fans will fucking hoard that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Your
true, but I
fans
see.
will be there.
I'm not. like, and it's like, hopefully, you know, I don't want no crazy fans, but I'm still not at that level yet where I have like fans like going crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit gets fucking crazy,
And
bro.
I know one day it might get there. You feel me?
It will.
Hopefully, I'm
Yeah.
gonna push for it. You feel me? But it's like I'm barely just at the point now where I get recognized here and there. They'll be like, "Oh, I seen your music video," or dope. And that's still a dope feeling.
That's dope. Yeah.
Because it's like you feel it start. You start to feel like some of the stuff you're pushing starting to pay off now. Because you're like, all right, my
Yeah.
name's not just floating in the air. Like some people actually grasped onto it and know. So I'm like,
Well, we got a little off topic here,
we did by far.
but I kind of want to take it back.
It was a good conversation.
It was a good
That was
conversation.
on
Let's
there.
take it back though. So who are some songs that you have out with like some features out with right now? Who's some people you working with?
I got the homie from Atlanta, you feel me? His name's Lil Stretch, you feel me? We got a song called Stay Active out right now. That's the big song that I've been really performing a lot too.
For sure.
And he's a rapper right here from Atlanta too, you feel me?
Shout
He's
out
like,
him.
yeah, most definitely. You know, he's one of the best that at least in my eyes out here. That's really pushing it. That's a youngster coming up because he's a year younger than me. And but my boy, like his work ethic is hard with it. You feel me? Like, cause he, you know, it's similar situations when you come from nothing, for you really feel like you gotta push. So it's like, and he has that hunger to really push it. So I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, we made that song. We sat on that song for like a year though. Like we had it written. It just never linked up to make it. And then one day he was like, "Fool, I'm in the studio." I was like, "I'm gonna pull up right now." And we just made that song. And it was like, felt like it was the right time to do it because I was getting tired. You know, when you sit on a song for so long, you're like, man, I'm about to just add my second verse to it and finish this. Like, I'm done. But it was like, he hit me at the right time, so we did that. So I was like, cool. So I got that. I don't really, like, besides, like, the ones I was talking about earlier, was, I'm still, like, working really to, like, get some big features, you feel me? Because I'm like, but like I said, I don't know. I wanted to focus more on my craft and perfecting how I want my sound to be before I come to other people to be like, look, let's work, you feel me? Because if I'm not okay with the way I'm producing or working, then how am I going to ask somebody else to come over here and work with me?
Well, I would say with like networking, everybody knows somebody. You know what I mean? So start small, get a lot of networking.
You know, like it was dope, like at the Atlanta one, because I got tapped in with Fat Guapo, which is the manager for Lil Weirdo,
There you go,
Marlo,
yeah.
and stuff. And, you know, he had followed me, and we had tapped in because I had told him when I was there, you know, I was like, I wanted to know what the prices were for a Lil Weirdo feature. You feel me? I was like, I know it probably costs, but I'm like, it's worth it in the end of the day, though. I'm like, because it's like, I don't know. In my eyes, you say San Diego artists really right now, and you think of Lil Weirdo, you think of Lil Maru.
Yeah.
If you're like an old head, not even an old head, but if you're kind of like tuned in, then you might think like Memo. You might think Memo the Mafioso.
So do you listen to a lot of San Diego music?
Kind of. I'm tapped in with. Like, I like to show love to every.
You fuck with
area
Tuli
of
Trips?
music.
Totally trip.
Sethy Smack,
Except
obviously.
he's kinky.
Kinky.
Oh, yeah.
Kinky. That's one of my biggest, not biggest inspirations as far as like, when I show y'all some music, y'all hear it a little bit, but I like the way his sound is because it's like, man,
He just don't give a fuck.
he don't give a fuck. That Backyard Boogie was.
Yeah.
You know,
Backyard Boogie was cool.
And I'm like, just the way he dresses and everything, he don't care. Fool, he got the porn stash and all that shit. I'm like, man.
Big belly out.
Big
yeah.
belly out, he got the one button.
Yeah.
Just jiggling that shit.
Stupid
I'm
mustache.
That's cool. He
I'm
don't
like,
even
I
care.
fucking
It's
got the
hard,
trucker
though.
hat on.
It's
I'm like, he don't
hard.
give a fuck, but it's like, what he's saying is hard as fuck, though. So I'm like, bro, I fucks with that. So,
Yeah,
like,
Kinky a cold man.
That's cool
Either,
to keep your. You know.
the Siete twins or whatever,
Mhm.
too. Fire. I'm like, you know, they bring a different style for sure. Even Young Rich too. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Like, nah. He has a song with Lil Weirdo too. He's more like lower. He's like not lower, but not as known as the other ones. You feel me? You know, some pick up faster than the other ones, but he's still hard though. He's a I don't know, preferred style, I guess, type, because his voice
Yeah.
is really high kind of type. So like when he raps, it's like it's not deep. So you have to like, it's almost like Austin the Pac-Man type
Yeah?
voice. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's different because, you know, like I got a problem. I be trapping every day. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. You feel me? So, you know, R.I.P. to him too. That's a fire. You feel me? I'm like, but
Who are some artists you want to work with?
that's a good. That's a good.
Bro.
See, okay, so when I look at it, man, it sucks because it's like, man, politics fuck everything up, man. Because I
But don't
feel
even
like,
think about it like that.
and
Think
then
about
don't
it
get me
like-
wrong, because it's like, I want, like, Baby Stone Gorillas is one. I like them. I feel like they're hot coming out the city right now, and I feel like fire feature. But OTM's another one, you feel me?
Yeah.
I know that they don't cordially get along, but I've seen multiple artists really make songs with both of them.
But business is business.
That's
you know
in the
what I
end
mean?
of the
And
day.
if
That's
you're
how I
not-
have to look at it.
If you're not in the politics, then why would they go after
Right,
you?
leave it alone.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm
Don't
like,
even
but
bring it.
as far as them two, yeah, for the longest time I was like that, but I don't know. It's no diss, but it's like once like songs start sounding so repetitive, I lose the interest of even wanting to feature at that point. Because I'm like, why do I want a song why do I want a verse from you that sounds the same as the 12 other
Everything
songs
else,
you made?
yeah.
And I'm not gonna pay 7 bands plus more for the video. Like, no, just to have y'all in there dancing and stuff. Like, nah, I appreciate it, and y'all probably worth it, but in my eyes, it's not worth the investment right now. Like, nah.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
Yeah, nah. But AFN Peso would definitely be one.
That's
AFN is so
he's
hard,
hard as
bro.
fuck.
Peso would be
I've been
one.
listening to him for years,
You know, ever
bro.
since I got put onto that one song that was
Doe Hunt was mine.
Doe Hunting, but it was I forgot what it was, but it was when he was still going by it was something else. It wasn't AFN Peso. It was his older name.
It was Peso the Goon.
I think it was still Peso the Goon, but it was like I forgot the name of the song. It was like I could lose it all today.
Oh, yeah.
Big ass strap. I told you niggas.
There was an album he dropped.
Bullshit. There we go. It's called
Yeah,
Bullshit.
there was a fuck. What album was it? There was an album with like a lion on it.
I think that's one of his newer ones. Though.
No, I
Older?
think it's older. Yeah, we'll fact check this bitch right now.
But yeah, AFN Peso has to be one. You feel me? I feel like I said even earlier, he slept on. He don't get his props as an LA artist as he should. You feel me? Man, that's a hard because there's so many artists.
No.
Dohan be slapping.
Oh, Dohan.
And then okay, so even when you think about it like that, so like you have to think about like.
Nah, Peso the Goon and AFN is two different people.
I guess I would have to think about like this. Are we talking about because it's like you have to think SoundCloud era rap came to an end when Draco died. Like that era, I feel like when it came from not SoundCloud era as far as like Cardi and them, those are like the auto-tune rappers. But I'm talking about as far as like when Shoreline, 03, Draco, them. As soon as Draco died, that era really died because Draco was one of the last ones holding on. Now, don't get me wrong, we might have some faith once 03 gets out, but we always have that when rappers are locked up, and look at what happened. Like we got Bobby Shmurda. We were thinking this fool was gonna bring us some heat once he got out. Fool. Now,
He hasn't done nothing yet.
ain't got
Fuck.
shit.
Hey, he's just been enjoying life.
And don't get me wrong, I love that.
Hey, he did his time,
Enjoy
and
your
now he
life.
wants to
You
fucking
didn't
enjoy it a
snitch.
little
Stay
bit.
solid.
Technically, I think he's on probation.
But where
You can
is-
still record.
But even when he makes music, it's
Well,
like
for
where
me, you
is
couldn't.
that? He brought his own style of drill coming from where he was from. Where is
Damn,
that
he
style?
did how many? 7 years?
Yeah, 7 or 9 years.
This is Bobby.
Nah,
bitch.
because
Like,
he went in my
come
7th
on
grade
now.
year. So he did 7 years.
7 years. He took 7, so Rowdy could take 6.
Oh God, he's a real one too. He really take the heat.
So what would you do?
What?
In that situation,
If yeah.
I would've
I'm
took the 7.
snitching. No.
Oh hell no!
Nah, like
snitching.
no, on God though, I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? If it's not someone I'm not really gonna ride with like that, why would I take that?
Nah,
You
fuck
feel me?
no. But if we've been with it since like the soundbox,
Yeah.
fucking give me the 7.
Bro, yeah. I'll do it.
Because I look at it like I'll see you in a year. Fool, you're gonna get out 1 year before me. Like
Yeah.
I'll see you in a year. You
That's
better
what I'm
you better
saying.
put some money on my books for that year that you get out though, fool. Like, hey, you better look out. But hey, I'll take 1 more year.
What do you think
extra.
about the 6ix9ine situation?
I'm
do you mean?
snitching.
Okay, so now look it. I look at it and motherfuckers might look at me weird for it, but I watched Whack 100 break it down. It's like, man, how you look at it, like you're gonna expect a civilian to do what a civilian does. In the end of the day, for like he portrayed that image that he was with it like that. But my boy was a civilian.
Well,
But
do
here's
you
the-
know what actually
Yeah, do you
happened?
know what they really
What?
fucked?
Because
with
oh yeah, your opinion is gonna completely change right now.
Well, y'all break it down to me
Go
before
ahead.
I fully just
So,
splatter my
I don't know
shit
the
because
names.
y'all might know shit that I don't know. Oh,
Well,
shit.
I don't know the names and everything like that, but basically because he was not ranked, but he was with it technically.
Right.
And bro, I mean, they fucking kidnapped him. They held him at gunpoint.
I see,
bro.
I heard all of that.
Yeah, they fucked his girl.
But he knew who it was though.
They
knew
fucked-
who fucking kidnapped
They
him.
fucked his girl.
He knows but he knew he knew his baby mama was getting fucked too. When you watch the interview, he says he knew all this
But
shit.
that's my point. That's our point.
That's why he snitched. That's why he was like, you know,
But I don't know. I don't agree with everything the man says. But when he said that, why am I gonna show loyalty to people that weren't showing me loyalty? in the
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's why.
if someone did that to me, let's say all 3 of us is best friends, bro,
Yeah.
and I found out y'all was doing this bullshit,
it's
I'm
like-
I don't give a
But I
fuck.
also look at it like this because I have to understand I came from a street perspective too. That it's like You know what you sign up for when you jump into this. You know that it's either gonna come death or you're gonna be in the cell. So it's like, why'd you play with this if you knew you weren't like?
I guess mine's just like
I feel
logical.
like he was only playing with it because he had the money to. Because I feel like in the end they were only fucking with him because he was the bag. He was bringing guns into the hood.
No, I think he was, bro. I think he was in it before he became actually 6ix9ine.
Nah, fool, that nigga was a fucking college student. You ain't seen the shit. You ain't seen the photos of him.
I have not.
What's his name? Fool, Daniel Hernandez. Fool. That's that nigga named Daniel Hernandez. No, you search that shit up for my boy. Was not.
I don't know,
I'm still
bro.
snitching.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, when you watch like how he came up because he used to wear outrageous shit on his clothes. You seen that shit? Fool? He would wear
You
like
gotta do
pussy
something?
eater on his fucking shirt and shit.
Well, he
Like,
also
when he
got the
came up on
6ix9ine
that shit.
tattoos too before he even got the fame.
Yeah, because he knew that this was like when you watch the documentary, he even explains that it's like he knew this was all gonna be a publicity. Like he knew what was gonna draw eyes to him. He knew what the fuck the whole little scum gang shit.
That's
all
when they
that
get
shit.
smart.
He knew.
That's smart.
That's good.
And-
That's
and
good
but-
marketing.
But look at him now. Even being a fucking rat, he's been out for how long? It's been untouched. He got to a little squabble. I seen that shit.
Yeah,
the other
but that's
day.
nothing.
He got a little squabble.
and he don't-
And he may have got touched up a little bit.
He don't squabble.
But he don't have and he probably don't have hands, bro. But
he don't. He got caught up at the airport one time too, and
I seen that he got like hit or some shit. They fucking dropped him one time or some shit. Fool. He ran up and was like, "Fool, no hands." But it's like you can't really talk shit about somebody that's like he's comfortable as fuck though. He got money. I don't think he needs anything in life anymore.
Yeah, he's
No.
not really scared to be honest.
He did what
And
he
he
needed
really
to
not scared. He showed fool, and that's the
Yeah.
part is he made a lot of motherfuckers look like bitches, dog. Cause he's out and he's like, y'all niggas ain't touched me not one fucking time.
And he says that too.
He tells
Yeah,
him he's
he
like,
posts
fool,
his location.
fool, he's like, I was at the King Von mural and y'all niggas didn't touch me, fool. And I'm like,
he was at Nipsey's too.
Uh-huh. But he was also.
I mean, but
talking
we can't
shit.
talk about the O Block incident though, cause that shit was at like 3 a.m. though. We can,
I don't even know the O Block
you don't
incident.
get no cookie points for that shit.
Oh, when he pulled up, and he's like, "I'm
yeah,
here."
he's like, I'm here. It's all 3 a.m. and shit. We don't get no cookie points for that shit.
But that's kind of active
Come
hours
outside,
too.
come
though.
outside, not kind of, but it's like, fool, come outside when you know more. And
Exactly.
if you are, go to the front gate, like go to where you know, cause you see motherfuckers be in the courtyard right there. Like you're gonna pull up to O Block and pull off to like the corner of the housing project to where ain't nobody gonna see you.
Hey,
nigga.
he was there.
Like
that
some
time.
Block Boy shit. Well, y'all remember when Block Boy was out here?
Nah.
Doing that shit? You never seen that
Nah.
shit? That fool was like going to like every hood or some
You
shit.
talking
It was
about like Black Boy JB or whatever?
Nah, his name was Black Boy. fool,
Oh.
And he was just going into like every hood and just spitting on they like signs and shit. And was like, it's the takers, nigga. It was like, what, he
At
was
like
beefing
5
on-
in the morning.
Yeah,
See-
shit was funny as fuck. But then they ended up shooting his ass in the car in Hawthorne.
See, a person like me, I'm just not about it, so I wouldn't even do any of that.
I feel like, but that's respectfully. I feel like motherfuckers is like, as long as you stand on your shit and what you believe in, fool, like you really don't have to be out here doing all that extra
Nah.
shit, fool. All that extra shit's for the birds.
Keep
fool.
your integrity and shit.
Yeah,
you
fool.
know
As
what I
long
mean?
as you don't let nobody punk you out of what you stand on, fool, you here, fool. You defend yourself, you do what you do, you about your money, you take care of your family, fool. Nobody can say shit to you, bro.
Right,
And if they want to, then let them try. fool.
Exactly.
But
absolutely.
it's clearly because if they got time to say something to you, they clearly is not doing what they doing. They not doing what you doing.
Yeah.
You ain't got time to talk to them because you out here handling what you got to do. So it's like,
Stick to business, bro.
most definitely, I feel like, there's money to be made everywhere. You just got to know how to make it type shit. And that legally, right? You're not trying to.
Hey,
Yeah,
scamming
fuck
makes
the
money though.
feds.
Hey,
Scamming
hey.
makes money.
Y'all know who Babytron is?
Yeah.
Babytron?
Yeah.
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 Of course I do.
All right. See, I was trying to see. I was like, if you don't know who Rio is, you gotta know
Babytron's-
Shitty Boys. Nigga.
Babytron is taking over.
So how you feel about that? How you feel like he's taking? You think he's like, cause being that in Free Rio, being that Rio's locked up, you think he's kind of taking over the Detroit?
I think
scene a
he's
little
doing
bit?
something that is very new to rap, and he's taking it over in that
'Cause
aspect.
it's like white boy from Detroit.
But
I
he's
don't know if
talking his
originally-
shit.
He's from Detroit, right?
Yeah,
White boy from Detroit. He's taking that Detroit style.
he's talking his shit. That's my thing, bro.
It's
You're a
different.
white boy from. It's
Well,
almost like
last
I don't
boy,
even
white
want to
boy-
compare it to Eminem.
I was about to
bro.
say
You feel
last
me?
white boy coming from Detroit was Eminem.
Exactly.
But
I don't
he's
even.
not on some Eminem shit.
Exactly.
He's on some real shit.
He's on some shit talking like.
But he didn't take real slow, but he took that concept and really made it his own at the same
and
time.
I think that's what's so hard about him.
And like I look at even Peasy, but Peasy been had Detroit on lock for a long time.
Yeah.
He's been sitting like a lot of motherfuckers are barely getting put on even just by 2 million up. They're like, oh, who's this? And it's like, bro, Peasy been here for a minute.
Sleeping.
Peasy been here, fool. Just like motherfuckers been. I still know motherfuckers that have never heard Legendary by Rio, and I'm like, but they'll be like, "Oh, I'm a Rio fan." I'm like, "No."
Stop.
I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No, you're not." Fool. I'm like, "Don't play with me." I'm like, "How do you not know Legendary?" Then I'm like, that should have been like one of the first songs you heard by Rio." So I'm like, that
I'm
was
not
my
gonna
first song.
lie. I don't
Huh?
care for Rio sound.
See, my pops is the same way. My pops is very like picky on rappers I listen to. He'll be like, "Nah, that ain't it," and I get mad because
That don't sound right.
in my head, I'm like, "Man, that shit's it." I'm like, "What you mean?" But I pay attention to a lot more than just the sound. I listen to like his deliverance because you could tell Real punches in a lot.
Yeah.
It's like rap. It's like a couple bars.
I don't care for
punch.
punched in music.
For real?
In general.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm about to show you a couple.
Even when
You
we
can
got
critique
rappers.
it as hard as you want when I show you the music, but you're gonna hear.
I
a
feel like
couple
I'm
that you're
pretty
gonna know.
genuinely honest. And
Nah, I like that though. I want honesty. I wouldn't want y'all just be here like, "Oh, that shit's fucking fire," and then like all the comments are like, "Bro, they hyped up some garbage." Like,
you got some shitty
right?
friends.
They like they got Oscar.
Each person though has
the
the perspective though. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
people like punching shit. Some people.
The shit Rio be saying is hard as fuck, bro. One, I don't fuck with Detroit beats. End it there. Don't fuck with them at all.
None at all. Like, you know who Baby Smooth is?
Nah.
Babyface Ray.
A Babyface, right? Yeah.
So you don't even like them type of beats at all? How he
I
gets off of
I just don't. I don't fuck with that. I don't like that style.
Sada Baby.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the new
What
Detroit
about
style.
BFB the Pac-Man? You know who BFB the
Nah.
Pac-Man is? For
Damn,
real?
bro, you are intelligent.
Why, you know who it is?
No, I don't. I don't know any.
He's
most
the
of
fucking.
these
He's the
words.
one who was like, "If my bitch say bless you when I sneeze, you can have her." He's like, "Don't blame you if you broke. You just a woulda, coulda, shoulda."
Oh,
I mean, you hear the booka.
That's the
all white
TikTok
girls.
song.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
But he's a mailman. My man's a mailman, full-time mailman, but raps and blew up. He still ain't quit his job.
Good for him. He a hustler.
Like he don't full-time it no more. But when he goes back to his hometown, this nigga picks up the mail truck and starts dropping mail off. I respect that.
that's
He
crazy.
said
That is,
He said grew up off of selling pussy. Free my nigga Joe Exotic. I'm like, those are bars to me that just like, bro.
That's hard as fuck.
And he's from Detroit too. He's from Flint, so he be making all the jokes about how Flint water
Oh,
dirty
man.
and everything. But he just be going in. But like, you see how Rio influenced a lot, like
Rio did.
of just being able to talk shit. And that fool said, "Pull my He said, "Pull my pistol out on my son and make him sing the alphabet." And I'm like, what the?
Yeah, that's some.
What are you
That's
doing?
a little crazy.
What are you doing at that point? Like, hold on. I mean, if he would have said backwards, I would have been like, sheesh, well, I can't even do that.
Put anything to my dome. I'm not saying shit
You
backwards.
you can't say the alphabet backwards?
Can you?
No.
What the fuck? I don't know.
No,
What about you?
Nah, I can't really say it. Maybe if I put
It's like
I can't
ZXYW.
even spell shit backwards.
slowly, I could think about
Oh,
it.
ZYXWUTV
Swear.
NMOLJIK.
What the fuck?
I just made that shit up.
Oh, shit sounded right though. He was looking like, hold on.
His boy's IQ
how
is
you
a
do that?
160.
I got the first one right though.
Yeah, nah. When
Yeah,
you were, like
Z.
the first year.
Yeah,
You were like the first row.
Nah. I don't know if it's Y or W after Z going backwards.
Right. Yeah.
You're-
I like
you're
how we just
lying.
keep going hella off topic with shit.
ABCD, WXY, and Z.
How you feel about Tyler the Creator? You feel like
Tyler the Creator's hard as fuck.
fuck
Bro,
yeah.
revolutionary.
Hell yeah.
Fucking-
He's revolutionary.
How you feel about him and ASAP Rocky though? You seen the videos?
I'm shipping them.
Why?
They're funny as fuck
They
together,
are.
bro. They're fucking.
Bro.
He said I be licking that nigga braids and shit.
And his voice is so like, bro. What
He's
the
like, let
fuck?
these niggas know. I'm like, no. fool. I'm
You gotta
like-
drive the McLaren. Like, bro, he on some shit.
He's like, did you really bring me a birthday present on my birthday? I'm like, bro, you know, fuck.
Nah, they funny as fuck together. Well, I guess
Yeah.
just Tyler the Creator.
I used to watch the whole
I don't think
Odd
Rocky
Future
really got a
tapes.
character,
he
like a
don't.
personality.
See, if they would have took Rocky and took him back to the little old Odd Future clips that they did on YouTube,
Mhm.
the little compilations, that would have been fun. You know? If
That
they
whole
would've
group,
been in
that
them,
Tyler
whole
the
group
Creator's
was hard,
hard.
bro. Frank Ocean, Earl
everybody-
Sweatshirt,
Earl Sweatshirt's cold as
bro. All
fuck,
the, bro, that
His
whole
lyricism, bro, is on.
There's a
Bro.
song called Sunday something Sunday. It's with Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler the Creator, and it's like the hardest shit I've ever heard. The
Bro, that
beat's
whole
disgusting.
group, though, that whole
whole
group was
group
hard.
was crazy,
Whether it
bro.
came to making content, whether it came to music, their fashion,
They knew what the
bro.
fuck they were doing.
The
bro.
whole freaking.
See, at
group.
one point, bro, like Odd Future was like how Converse was. I feel like at one point, 'cause
Bro,
everybody-
Oh, yeah.
everybody
They were
had an
hard
Odd
as
Future,
fuck.
the little donut,
Fucking
fucking
pink
OF,
donut and
shit.
or they had the socks. It was almost like how the little I Heart Movies little fucking.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie though,
running around high school.
I never wore that shit.
What Odd Future? What about off a lot of cough syrup?
Nah,
You fuck with that stuff? Or
I fuck with it.
you just don't fuck with his prices?
I don't fuck with the prices.
You feel like I ain't gonna lie, and it's all love to Desto, but
No, his
paying
clothing's hard.
$245 for a fucking Dickie shirt is like,
Nah, like I said, bro, I think it's hard as fuck. I mean, he's doing the same shit that I don't want to say Virgil did because it's not at all what Virgil
Nah.
did, but kind of like I don't want to say Virgil made shit expensive, but like Supreme kind of started that streetwear being expensive, and
I
then
don't wanna
Virgil
be
carried it
disrespectful if
on.
I'm wrong, but I feel like Draco was a main promoter for Desto, though, right?
Drake, yeah, Stink Team, pretty much,
Sting
yeah.
like really
Draco
showed-
was really heavy
put
on
out
it,
like
yeah.
how off of
Yeah.
cough syrup was. Like, no disrespect, because I feel like I watched Desto does interview and it sounded like he was already established before Draco was fucking with him.
I'm
But I
sure
feel
he
like
was.
Draco took was
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Because then
Absolutely.
everybody was like, "Oh, that's off a lot of this, off a lot of
Yeah.
that."
Yeah,
like, and now it's like off a lot of Birkins.
that's a lot. That's an
off
awful
a lot
lot
of
of cough
slimes,
syrup in my
yeah.
hand. Yeah.
It's like, and then you got the awful lot of stinks in the background and shit like that.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
I
like,
fuck with what Desto's doing, bro. Like I said, I think his clothing's
much
hard as
love,
fuck. You
yeah.
feel me? But I'm not gonna go spend that right now.
Nah,
You feel me? I'm not gonna spend
I
$250.
want.
Right.
I ain't gonna
That's a
lie.
car payment. That's my car insurance.
It
You feel
is.
me, bro? Like
yeah, I know.
a T-shirt versus car insurance for the month that I'm gonna wear. Probably fuck up. You feel me? I'm a messy eater.
Hey, I fucks with that.
On
You-
God.
honesty. Is
I gotta
key,
get it, bro. White tees for me run through like
See,
nothing,
I'm
bro.
a pro club wearer. If I wear pro clubs all the time,
I don't
bro.
fuck with pro
Why?
clubs.
See,
'cause-
because I can't do that.
Nah,
bro.
nah.
My shit's not
Nah,
that.
I like Kirkland white tees.
You fuck with pro clubs. You got a
This
pro
is
club
pro
on?
club,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, I like. It's just the only thing I like about pro club is because the collar is right.
Nah,
here,
bro, because I feel like I'm getting suffocated.
Yeah, it is kind of a little like annoying, but
Right,
I
especially
like
if
it.
it's too small. But then you got to get the right size.
Nah, but even you have
See,
to
because
fit.
like with your shirt, you had to like go like that.
But that's
Well,
hard.
nah,
You
it
gotta
just
show
sits on my
some,
collar.
you
You
know
feel
what I
me?
mean?
Yeah, I feel you
But
type
this
shit.
some Chinese brand. It was like
Nah, I fucks
$4.
with it, though. I fucks with the fucking
Yeah.
graphic though.
Nah, but I for sure like the Kirkland brand better, bro. Because pro clubs, realistically, you get 1 to 2 wears out of them on some real shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I don't know about that. Why you say that?
I'm different because I hang like as soon as I go out and come back, I take my pucker off and hang it up.
Well, yeah, but you only get a certain amount of wears out of them.
Yeah, if you wash them,
That's what I'm saying.
you wash. I can't wear a pucker after you wash it one time.
That's what I'm saying. You feel
Nah,
me?
you trying?
I wash my shirts every time I wear them. Pants, I don't do the same thing. You feel me?
Pants are different.
Yeah.
You don't like carry the same shit.
So shirts, I don't,
because I wear
bro.
501s. It's just I don't wash them at all. If
Yeah,
it's a
you got to
stain,
keep
I
them.
wipe it.
Yeah,
I take a wet
exactly.
rag, bro.
Exactly.
Because if not, and if
Nah,
you,
but-
I have washed them before, I washed them inside out.
I'm
gotta
telling
keep
you
his
right now, I'll put
integrity.
everybody on. I already put Crispy on. He was wearing pro clubs. We was all wearing pro clubs, bro. I got the Kirkland brand, the Costco brand.
They have a tight collar.
$20 for a 6-pack. Tight collar. It's soft as fuck though.
I'm gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, pro
I'm
club
telling you
material's a
right
little
now.
rough too. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
you
I
can
got
wash it
sensitive
and get
skin.
multiple wears out of it. That's $3 a t-shirt compared to $8, $9, $10 in a pro club.
I think I seen one of the homies buy one of them before.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, Kirkland's a good brand.
It's like the highest quality t-shirt I've ever owned.
For real.
Damn.
I swear to God, the quality on it is crazy.
See, I grew up ghetto as fuck though. Like, I didn't start getting nice shit until I was older. So like, I grew up like rocking Airwalks and shit.
I did too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was shopping at Payless for
Me
shit.
too.
Hell yeah,
Shit,
bro.
for
You gotta
real.
get that discount shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So then it was like and then like I only got the taste for it. I think because like ended up going to a school that it was a sports school. Every kid there, like their dad was either like a basketball coach or something.
That's Hall of Famer.
Hey, fucking so all the kicks was fire as fuck. Nigga. And I was
Nah,
like,
fuck those kids.
I didn't
bro.
know what
I never
I
had
didn't know
it.
what kicks were, so I became a big ass sneakerhead, and then I fell out of that shit because I was like, bro, I'm not fucking with this shit no more. I'm like, it's not a waste of money, but I'm like, man.
Nah, it's
Once I seen the
I get what
sneaker
you're
market
saying,
go
bro.
up so much because people started hogging sneakers, I was like, fuck yeah.
That's the crap. I remember I was talking to my boy, bro, because I was into shoes my freshman year. So as soon as I got into my freshman year, I started fucking with shoes heavy. The end of my junior year, 2 years later, is when TikTok started going crazy with shoes. I was about to get the Black Cat Force, right? They just dropped since like 2012, 2013. I'm hyped as fuck. I'm like, let's go. These motherfuckers Didn't even sell out on the sneaker app. Were sitting on shelves in stores. I still couldn't buy them. You feel me? I wanted them. I couldn't buy them. I ain't had the money for them. Bro, 6 months later, now they're reselling for $550, $600. Now they're hitting a band for a pair of 4s. I'm like, these were sitting on shelves, bro. Nobody wanted this shit.
Nobody.
Pure Money 4s did the same shit.
That's true. I didn't see no, and then out of nowhere, everybody was rocking them.
Pure Money's at one point, bro, were on sale at the Victorville Mall for like $120. They weren't selling. They weren't clearing the shelves. Now Pure Money's are like $700, and this is the new release. This ain't even the OG release.
But you could tell how much you get fucked off if you just follow sneakers, because you could see a lot of people post with the retail prices before they even come out.
Bro,
like
I don't even.
The Travis Scott one lows were only like 120 when they dropped, and now they're like in a band.
Yeah, well,
because the name.
that's a little
that shit
different because
crazy.
the collaboration. It was not only Travis Scott, but it was also Fragment. And Fragment is
Which one we talking about though? We talking about the white and blue ones?
yeah.
Yeah. See,
That was
those
a
I
Fragment
understand.
drop.
Yeah. Those I could get. What about the all black ones though? You seen the
Travis
all black
Scott all
one?
black?
He dropped the all black one. I might be wrong. It might have been a fake picture.
It was probably
Like a
fake.
prototype.
But I seen an all black one.
Yeah, it was for sure.
And I
fake.
was like, I want it. You feel me?
Nah,
I'm
because
like,
there was the original release was the Mocha ones.
I think it's just the hype behind the back.
Then they dropped the 6s, I believe. Then they
I
dropped.
don't like the 6s because them fat ass pockets.
I don't fuck with them, bro. What they did with the Travis Scotts were hard though.
Like, what are you gonna do? Put Bud in there?
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
guess so.
Do
I
what you
mean,
gotta
maybe
do.
if you, I don't know, because just like, bro, you could fit what 2 grams in there, maybe.
Cokeheads would love that. You feel
Oh
me?
God, look, dime second.
I be talking shit about cokeheads in my music. Man.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Shit
I was
talk.
like one time, I don't know what I said, but I was, oh no, I know what I said. I was like, bitches trying to flex. You only skinny because you snort them lines or some shit like that.
Bro, speaking of your music, bro, do you have anything like upcoming, bro? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of unreleased music I'm sitting on right now, and it's
Bro,
not like.
Do you have any planned dates you trying to like drop them, or you got like an EP, or?
That's what I'm trying to put together right now. I do, because I don't have I haven't dropped like a debut EP or album or anything yet. So I'm like, I want to do that, but I'm like stuck between what genre am I doing it now, because I have half of auto-tune music, half of shit talking music.
But you could all throw it on one thing though. It doesn't
See,
have to
someone
be
told
one.
me that, but I'm like, man, if you really, I don't know, like I'm gonna show y'all some of the songs, and it's like y'all see that like the vibes don't really intermix with each other, bro. Because I got some songs, because they're different. Because I got some auto-tune songs that are hard, that are like Kaylin for real. I got some that are like hella different. I got like a Lil Peep type song, crazy, and you wouldn't expect
But I
it from a
think-
shit talker.
I
Like
think
me,
that's
man.
good though to have
But
like
it's like-
diversity on like a drop. If you're dropping like an album
I
or
got a
something.
Juice type song.
Yeah, I think that's good to have
I like to
diversity.
test different type of things, and I got Detroit type songs. I
Yeah.
got Ella mainly like because West Coast inspired songs, you know,
Yeah.
but I put my own twist to it. Got some Draco type songs. I got everything. I'll be trying to. My goal is like, because I feel like I don't know, I'm like a chameleon damn near. It's like once I listen to a rapper for so long, I'm damn near able to almost
Replicate
learn.
it.
Yeah, to be able. Draco was the only one that I still have. I can't.
Master
Nobody's gonna be able to.
Nah, it's
bro,
a different style. though.
Nobody, I've listened to this. I sit hours and listen to the shit, and I'm like, the only thing I get down as far is just the punch, like delivering punchlines. But as far as flow or cadence or anything, I can't do it like that motherfucker does it. Cause I can't whisper and still fucking rock a beat like that. Like I can't. It's like I can't. And then in my mic, it don't pick it up. It's just like I have to turn it up. Like
That's
12
why you got to go
notches.
to Crispy Dakota.
Nah, that's why
Engineer that.
I'm definitely tap in. We definitely gonna get some. And I know Crispy been hurting me too, because I know how I tapped in, because I wanted to feature. We still gonna do that. That's gonna must, because I got put onto him with the Give Me That freestyle. That
Oh
was
yeah.
the first song I ever heard. And then there was another one like Take You Home or something. Like that.
Bad bitch. Let me beat it up and take you home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was like, and like I said, I like seeing motherfuckers from the HD that are actually represent HD. Like I'm seeing his music videos he's shooting over there in Phelan. He's shooting right here in Victorville.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, I've been to that liquor store right there. I'm like,
Exactly.
I'm like,
It's
hey,
different
bro,
when it hits
I've
home.
been to that Valero right there by the IHOP. Like, I'm like, that's crazy. You feel me? I'm like, motherfuckers just showing love to this shit. So I'm like, and then like I said, motherfuckers claim they from LA. So when they shoot music videos, they taking trips all the way to LA to
Yeah.
some hood
Taking
or
that
something.
2-hour drive.
They're not even going to hoods, they going to parking garages at the top just to get the
Exactly.
buildings in the
Exactly.
background, bro. Trying to make it look like they from LA, bro. And I'm
Like, stop
bro,
it. Stop.
Can't even go on no main streets because they get robbed and shit. Like, why are you playing? And that's like, bro, it's not even like no shame to your game, but why you gotta fake it for it? I
Bro.
thought that's the whole thing, was to show the reality of things out here.
Yeah.
You feel me? Paint a picture, paint a window, open a window so people can see what it's like, life here. What's
Absolutely,
life
though.
like out here in the high desert?
Absolutely.
I feel like that's a good question within itself.
Well,
Yeah, wrapping this up, bro. I mean, like I said, you have anything that you plan on dropping in the future, like I don't know, in a month now, or anything you want to promote?
yeah.
A song you just dropped?
Most definitely, I feel like I got a song called Tax Season that I'm finna drop soon.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a couple like.
Stay
maybe
tuned for
week.
that, yo.
Most
Stay
definitely
tuned.
Tax Season. I got multiple coming really though. Like I got another one called Paradise. That one's finna drop soon. I got Paradise.
yeah,
I got How
bro.
You Move. That's gonna drop. And then those are like some of the auto tune ones. You feel me? But Tax Season is the shit talking one. I just made that
Absolutely.
one. I fucks with it. So I'm like, I got that. I got Foreign. Foreign's gonna get dropped. And then,
You want to shout anybody out too, or
yeah, just shout out to the fucking High Desert, most definitely.
Shout out to the
HD,
High
baby.
Desert.
HD 760, you feel me, man. Shout out to Lil Stretch, you feel me.
shout out him?
Music, you feel me. Shout out to my pops too, you feel me, because I feel like big mentor in this shit for Shirley, you feel me, just trying to get me to expand and try new things, you feel me, because if not, I probably would have still stuck myself to that one genre, you feel me.
Absolutely.
Just shout out to everybody that's out here showing love and just out here making sure that the High Desert's fucking, put on the
Going.
pedestal, you feel me, so we could show that
Absolutely.
we just as hot as any other city out here, if not hotter. You feel me? Y'all just gotta tap in and figure it out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all for having me here
Yeah,
too. I
bro.
appreciate
We appreciate
But
it.
yeah, man, it's been a
Most
pleasure having you on.
Yeah, we
bro.
appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. You feel
For
me?
sure, man.